pick up her bag and just pop me with one of those, y'all. You've seen this side of the video. Your girl is back again with another story time. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even have to say anything because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on period. Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, today's story time is going to be about the time I pretended to be a hairstylist. Yeah, y'all, I pretended to be a hairstylist. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Actually, one of my subbies brought this to my attention because I totally forgot about this era. This happened like a very long time ago, y'all. Literally almost a decade ago. And one of my girls commented on a previous video of mine, and she was like, Asia, I'm not gonna hold you, but back when you went to FAMU, you did my hair and it fell out the next day. And I was just like, dang, not one of my subbies being a victim of when I used to pretend to be a hairstylist. So we gonna talk about it, y'all. This is probably gonna be one of the funniest story times I ever done because I honestly forgot all about this. And I know y'all gonna be thinking like, Asia, this was your karma? Y'all, this was not my karma, but let's just go ahead and get into it. But before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah. So y'all already know in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give you a little backstory. So this was when I was like 18 years old. I was a freshman at FAMU, and y'all know, like all freshmen, all we got is caught in our pockets. Like, we don't got no money. I didn't have any money, and I didn't have a job, and I was trying to get a job, y'all. I literally applied to everywhere. Around this time, I was obsessed with being a server. I don't know why I wanted to be a server, y'all, because I didn't have any expertise, any background in serving, but I wanted to be a server. I would go to all these restaurants and apply to be a server, and then I would just make up my background. They would be like, oh, you said that you were a server back at Papados on your application. There's no Papados around here. And I'll be like, wait, what? I said Papados? I meant mom and pops. Like, I remember one time in particular, I went to BJ's, y'all. I went to BJ's and I had an interview to be a server, and I told him that I worked at like mom and pop places because they wouldn't be able to look it up. And I told him that I worked at a place in Atlanta, and y'all, I never worked in the state of Georgia before, but I told this man this, and he was like, oh yeah, my brother owns a lot of mom and pops in Georgia. Like, what area? And y'all, I lied and I said Central. Like, he put me on the spot. I said Central. When I left the interview, y'all, he had me feeling like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna hire you. Like, he was like, I love your personality, you're bubbly, like you'll definitely fit in here. I got to my car, y'all. I Googled, and there is nothing in Atlanta called Central. Like, I made a complete area up. As y'all can expect, the man never called me. So anyway, around this time, I was really broke. I was trying to get a lot of jobs. Of course, I don't come from a rich family, so my mother would help me here and there, y'all. She would give me like $20, and like $20 couldn't do anything for you in the 70s. So what that's gonna do for me? And this was back in like 2015, y'all. So yeah, it wasn't gonna do much for me. But like I said, I didn't have like money for like basic essentials around this time. When I say basic stuff, I mean like food, water, toiletries. Like, it was bad to the point where I remember when I used to steal like toilet paper and toiletries out of public bathrooms, y'all, because I did not have money to buy like personal household items at this time. And I stayed in a because I know y'all thinking, like, you said you were a freshman. I stayed in a dorm apartment. Like, it was called Palmettos. It was like a on-campus, off-campus apartment. They didn't put tissue or paper towels or any like dish soap. So I literally would go to public bathrooms, or I would just go to the public bathroom on campus, and I would literally just take toilet tissue and I would stuff it in my bag and I would take it back to my dorm because I didn't have money for like the basics. And then I remember one day I almost got caught doing this, and I'm just like, yeah, this is my last day. I gotta do something about this. And also, I know someone's gonna ask, like, how you didn't have money to eat if you was a freshman. They did have something called Flexbook, y'all, but I was dating a bum. Excuse you? I was dating a bum around this time, and I literally, y'all, it don't even make sense to me. Like, even saying this out my mouth, I can't believe it, because it's just like, this is diabolical. Like, how did that make sense? So I had it was called Flexbucks at the university I went to, and it was basically a card that it was a card for food of $700, y'all. This $700 supposed to last me a full semester. It's supposed to last me from August all the way to December. But like I said, y'all, at that time I had a talent to make broke niggas look good. Like, I had an ex that was a bum, and I used to give him my Flexbucks card, y'all, and he would literally take my Flexbuck cards. His friends would come into town, and he would literally like buy himself food, buy his homeboys. He would ride deep, y'all. He had hella homeboys, like an entourage of homeboys.
Pause. Tell me I'm tripping, because I don't think I'm tripping. Y'all notice how all the men with no money, they roll in packs? Like, they always have a bunch of no money niggas around them.
Buy all of his homeboys food on my Flexbucks card. He would just do all types of stuff. He would get like Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, what else did we have? Presidential dining on campus, tropical smoothie. He would just buy him and his homeboys food. And I know y'all thinking like, Asia, what? Y'all, it's like, I can't even fathom how I let that happen. But like I said, back then I did have a disease of making broke men look good. Thank you, Lord, for curing me from that. And yes, y'all, I am saying curing me, because it was a disease. Like, I can't even fathom that now. Like, I had a talent to make cheap stuff, broke niggas, like, look good. Anytime I would go out, people would always ask me like, oh, who did your hair? Who did, like, y'all, okay, for example, comment how much you think this wig is on my head. Comment how much you think my hair costs. Well, actually, y'all probably didn't even think this was a wig. Y'all probably thought this was my hair. But y'all, this was only $2. Like, I got the ability to make a $2 wig look like this. Yeah, this was only $2. So back in college, it would be the same thing. I would wear all types of synthetic, well, I think I was still wearing synthetic wigs freshman year of college. I would wear all type of cheap hairstyles, and people would always come up to me and they would be like, oh, who did your hair? Your hair is so nice. And y'all, I did my hair, and I wasn't a hairstylist. I didn't have any expertise with doing hair, and I couldn't do other people's hair. I was one of those people that could do my face. Like, I can beat my face, but when it comes to beating your face, I cannot do it. And when it comes to doing other people's hair, I could not do it, y'all. So that's why I'm saying I was a fake hairstylist. So like I said, I was broke at this time, didn't have any, I didn't have a passion for doing hair, didn't really care to do hair. I just knew that I had to get money some way. And like I told you, the $20 a week that my mother was giving me, that was getting me to like Tuesday. She would give me the money on Sunday, and by Tuesday, y'all, I'm looking like what I'm gonna eat. And then I would rotate back and forth with my broke boyfriend at the time, and then his mama would give him like $20 to last us a week, and we would go and buy like pizza and stuff with the food. And then after like 2 boxes of pizza, y'all, our stomach would be on E. Y'all, it was so bad. But fast forward, one day I'm on campus and some girl comes up to me. I have a sew-in in my hair, and I'm gonna post it because I remember how my hair looked. And this was like the $20 pack hair, y'all. This was, I don't even know if they still have cheap $20 pack hair, but this was when we were rocking quick weaves and bobs, and the hair would cost like $10 to $15. So I had a little quick weave in my hair, y'all, and it was sewed in the back, and then I would glue y'all know how it is. You would glue the 2 tracks in the front. So I had that in my hair, and she saw me on campus, and she was like, oh my gosh, your hair is bomb. Who did your hair? I was like, I did my hair because I don't have money to get my hair done. So I did it. So she was just like, could you do my hair? And at that time, I wanted to be honest and be like, girl, like, I don't know how to do hair. I'm not a hairstylist. But she really wanted her hair done, y'all. So I was just like, yeah, I could do your hair for $20. And she was like, bet, take my number down. I end up texting the girl, and she came over to my dorm. Like, I don't think it was that next day, but it was like that following day, y'all. She came to my dorm and she got her hair done. And this was my first time doing somebody that I didn't know hair. Like, back in high school, I would do like family members' hair, and I would F them up too. But I ain't never really did somebody outside of family and friends' hair. So this was my first official time doing somebody hair, y'all. And she was loving it, y'all. I got Snapchat approval. I got the FaceTime approval. You know, when somebody like their hair, they start hopping on Snapchat. They start calling everybody. Like, halfway through finishing her hair, she was hopping on FaceTime. She was on Snapchat. She was like, hold on, let me get my phone. She was recording like this, y'all, on Snapchat. She had the camera like recording the bottom of the bundles in her hair or whatever, just covering half of her face. That's how bomb and she was hyping me up, making me think like, ooh, like, you know, I'm doing a damn thing or whatever. She called her man on FaceTime. He all in the camera like, ooh, that's my babe, like hyping her up or whatever. You know, y'all know how it is when you get your hair done. You want to be on the phone with everybody. You want to see everybody. You want to be on Snapchat. You want to be outside or whatever. So I got the social media approval and her man approval. So I'm just like, yeah, I really did that. Like I probably stabbed her in the head with the needles a few times. But it's okay, y'all. I did it. So I finish her hair or whatever. I pull her up to the mirror that was in my dorm, and she is like screaming, y'all. The girl is just like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. She's like, ooh, like y'all, just hyping the hairstyle up, hyping it up. But baby, when she turned around, y'all, she looked like 42 Dub. Like I could still see the braids like through the tracks. It was, y'all, it was bad. And I don't think this was the girl that commented on my video saying that some of her hair fell out, because this was a video when it was, I think it was a protective style, y'all. But anyway, protective style meaning as in like braids or faux locks or something. I think that's what she was referencing. But anyway, y'all, she sees her hair, she's screaming. Like y'all would have thought Arrogant Tate just got done doing her hair the way she.
Okay, y'all, so I was able to find a picture of that client at that time, but I had to zoom all the way in to conceal her identity. But if I would have zoomed out, y'all would have seen that this girl was smiling with all 32 teeth showing. She was impressed with her hair. But as you can see in this close-up, the tracks were still showing. Looking back, I did a terrible job, but baby girl loved it.
Screaming, and I'm like saying, like, do you love it or do you hate it? But at the same time, y'all, I remember it was a very thin sew-in. If I could find pictures of how it looked, because you know you have to play the part. Like, you know, if a hairstylist don't take pictures of your hair after it's done, that probably mean that they don't really like it. So I'm flicking her up, you know, I'm angling it, making sure I don't get the part where the braids were showing or whatever, y'all. She's hyping me up. So that's how my first experience with doing somebody's sewing. After that, she starts recommending me to all of her friends. Her friends started hitting me up. I did one friend hair, and that was a bobbin. I did the bob kind of cute or whatever. It wasn't very sleek, y'all, but this was the era when quick weaves and bobs were like $20. This was the era where you can get a full set of nails for $40 or whatever. So you can't come in here with a $20 budget thinking you're gonna walk out the chair like Arrogant Tate did your hair. So no, y'all, it wasn't giving that. But for the time period, like for the era, I did a good job on the bob. Another girl came in. This was a third girl, and this was also recommended by the first girl hair that I did. She came in, I slayed her hair, and by slayed, y'all, it was giving Medea play wig. Like it didn't really give, looking back at like what I was doing to her hair, but at the time it slayed or whatever. So she loved it or whatever. And I'm not gonna hold you, y'all, by the third person. So what I did, I started to feel bold, because they came like back to back to back. Like my mother was giving me $20 a week, and then within 2 weeks I had just made like $60 doing their hair, and they was tipping me like a little dollar or two. So I'm just like, dang, I need to get this money up quick, y'all. And this is like when I kind of got into like my hustler bag, because before this, I didn't get my first job until I was 18. And I told y'all before that, Bummy, we gonna call the boyfriend at the time that I had, we gonna call him Bummy. But before that, Bummy, when he was back in my hometown, he had a job and he would like take care of me, y'all. He would, you know, if I needed money for like little stuff like getting my nails done, clothes, hygiene, like little stuff like that, he would take care of me when we were dating. But when he moves, if you was A1 here, y'all know that I'm crazy, and I made my ex-boyfriend move to where I was at, because I don't trust him unless I can see him. So I ended up making him move to the city that I was at the time. And when he got there, he ain't have no job. So essentially it was my fault that the man was broke, but he should have knew not to come up there broke. But nonetheless, y'all, girls start feeling very audacious, and I'm just like, let me go ahead and turn this little $60 in 6 days into $200, $300. Like, let's start making some real money, y'all. So I decided that I was gonna be a braider, y'all. And I was like, I could do this. And this was around the time where, I don't know when Beyonce, hold on, let me figure it out. When did Beyonce come out with the Lemonade album?
Lemonade is the 6th studio album by American recording.
2016, y'all. So this was around that time where people were doing the lemonades. Beyonce came out with it. Everybody wanted lemonade braids. This was also around the time where feed-ins became popular. I was a freshman in college 2015, so this was my second semester at this time. Like I said, I still didn't have no job my whole freshman year. I didn't have money, y'all. I was struggling, and then the most of my tuition, my financial aid was basically taking care of my dorm because I lived in a off-campus dorm, and it was very expensive. Like my dorm alone was like $3K a semester. So I'm starting to feel bold. So I'm like, I'm gonna do braids, but before I do braids on anybody else, I had never done braids on anybody before, y'all. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do the braids on me first so I can get, start getting some clientele. So I'm gonna post this picture right here. I did these braids in my hair, and y'all, I claimed that those were supposed to be feed-ins. Those were feed-ins. That's what I call feed-ins, y'all. Y'all can clearly see the knot on the top of my root. But anyway, I did this style right here, and y'all not gonna believe it. The girls were eating it up. Like when I got back to campus, the girls were just eating it up. Everybody in their mama, sister, cousin, baby daddy, daughter, everybody was just like, oh my gosh, who did your hair? Who did your braids? And I don't know what it is. It's probably because I feel like I have the type of face that made hairstyles look good. Like I said, y'all, this is a synthetic wig, but it's giving my hair. Like my face makes styles look good. Like I can look a mess, but my face will make a mess look a little better than a mess, if that makes sense. So everyone's eating it up. I'm gonna look and see if I can find more pictures of me with braids in my hair, but this was the first only in the last time I put braids in my hair, because like I said, y'all, the braids didn't last for more than like a week.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So I found a better picture of me in the braids. And what are those? And y'all, this was the choker era. Y'all see I got the choker on my neck, and it looks like I was at, I don't know, a club? I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, y'all, I was at a club. Y'all see the wristband. And I look, y'all, what are those? And people were eating these up. I had the triangle parts. And y'all, I cannot do it. Let me just.
The girls was eating it up. They was loving it. And I was just like, all right, they really hyping me up. They really making me feel like I'm that girl. Like I'm really a stylist, y'all. So I made oh yeah, keep in mind, I didn't even have a Instagram at this time. I didn't have a business Instagram. I didn't have any portfolios. Like the pictures that I took of the girls with the sew-ins, I wasn't promoting them online anywhere. Literally all my clientele, which was three people, they came from the first girl hair that I did or whatever. She recommended me her two other friends. So I posted on GroupMe, y'all, and I posted me with my braids, and I tried, why is this coming off? Anyway, y'all, I posted me with my braids, and I tried to make it look like I was three different people. So I took a picture of course, I posted this is the picture that I took of me. The first picture, I took the picture of me. I changed my shirt. I took a picture of me from the back. Changed my shirt again. I took a picture of me from the side, and I put it in the collage, and then I put that I was doing $80 braids, y'all, and I promoted it in the GroupMe app. And if you're not new here, you already know what the GroupMe app is, but if you don't know, it's basically a group chat with we had like I think it was called FAMU hairstylist or whatever, and people would promote like any type of hairstyle. Or it didn't even have to be a hairstyle, y'all. They was doing wash and goes in there. They was doing braids in there, twists in there, hair takedowns. They was doing a little bit of everything in there. So I would post a picture in there, and I said I was doing $80 feed-ins. And like I said, everybody was hitting my DM up just simply because this was around the time where the lemonade braids were popular, and all the other girls in the area, they was charging probably like 100 plus for this style. And it kind of sounds diabolical that anyone thought that they was going to be getting this hairstyle for $60. Like, how did you think you was getting lemonade braids for $60? It was really already giving scam, and I'm not a real hairstylist before this. Plus, I didn't have any other pictures but me, y'all. That's all I had. So homegirl DMs me. I'm gonna go back on GroupMe and see if I could find like the initial DMs, y'all. But she DMs me, and she was just like, hey, are you still running a special? Y'all, I had to nerve to tell the girls that I was doing a special, knowing she was gonna be a special victim because I ain't never did nobody here before. But nonetheless, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm running a special for the lemonade braids for $60. You know, I have to try to make it sound believable. Okay, I'm telling her I'm doing the lemonade braids. Fast forward, y'all. She's just like, yeah, I would love to get my hair done, but can you send me more pictures? have any more pictures. So I tell her I'm locked out of my other phone with all of my pictures of my clientele. So no, I can't send you any more pictures, but I am running my special until Friday. And it's like Wednesday. So I was giving, do you want it or not? So I tell her this, y'all. I'm so wrong for this. But the story is not going to end how y'all think it's going to end. But anyway, I tell her this. She's like, yeah, I can come by and get my hair done tomorrow. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to get $60. And like I said, y'all, I was like 18 at this time. 18, 19, or freshman in college. Didn't have no money. I was just letting the girlies and the people on Snapchat hype my head up. Because anytime I would post with these braids, they would be in my DMs like, who did your braids? Who did your hair? Like, who did it? Or whatever. Excuse me. But fast forward, she pulls up to my house. And y'all, I am shaking in my boots. Because this girl is huge. When I say huge, I'm thinking like, damn. So I really gotta pull through because I don't want to be broke and beat the fuck up. So I gotta really pull through or whatever. So she comes to my house. Well, not my house, y'all. I was staying in a dorm at this time or whatever. She pulls up to the dorm, and the first thing I do, I text my roommate, ask her if she home, because I already foreseen me getting my y'all already seen how this was gonna end before it even started. So I text my roommate, asking her if she home. So she's like, nah, she's not home. So I'm like, damn, I really gotta put my foot in her hair. Like, I really gotta do her hair. She pulls up, y'all. Mind you, I'm not a hairstylist, so I didn't tell her what hair to bring, with no utensils, what gel. I didn't say any of that, y'all. I'm not a hairstylist. But she pulls up, she sits down, y'all. The girl pulls the bonnet off her head, and she had the audacity to not have any hair. On top of me not knowing how to braid, she pulls up with no hair, y'all. So I'm like, damn. Yeah. Like, I didn't see this ending any other way than me and her strapping, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right when I seen that she ain't had no hair, I'm like, damn. And then I couldn't be like, why you pulled up with hair? Like, you should have waited until you did a rice treatment or something before you pulled up over here. But like I said, y'all, I'm not a hairstylist. A real hairstylist would have said, make sure you have 2 inches of hair all around. I low-key would have need 12. Like, I don't know how to braid. But anyway, y'all, she pulls off the bonnet. I see that she has about 1.5 inches of hair. And then she turns around and she looks at me and she's just like, is my hair too short? Is it too? I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't say anything, y'all. When she asked if her hair too short, I always do hair with, I had my headphones in, y'all, so I just pretend like I didn't hear it. But I knew her hair was too short. Her hair couldn't even touch the nape, the back of her neck, y'all. Like, her hair couldn't even touch her hair. That's how short it was. But anyway, y'all, I go ahead and I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. I pull up a YouTube video while I'm doing this because I like, my nerves is bad. I forgot how to even start a braid. Mind you, I did my own braids and my hair or whatever. So I go ahead and part the line. Nobody can say anything about my parts. Asia parts eats. Like, that's, if I ain't do nothing else, my parts ate, y'all. So I pull up or whatever. I go ahead and I do the first part. And y'all know it's really hard to like start the braid. Like, I can plait like when the hair is off the scalp, but it's really hard to start it when it's on the scalp. So I'm doing or whatever. I done took this braid out like 3 times. I'll go down 1 inch and I'm like, damn, I'm effing her up. I go down again. I'm like, damn, I'm really effing her up, y'all. So I done took the braid out about 3 times. She looks back at me as I'm braiding. She's like, you know what you're doing? You got it? Is my hair too short? You sure my hair not short? I'm like, I continue, y'all. And I just continue. And I continue. And I'm continuing. And I'm continuing. And I'm like 3 rows in. And I'm delusional. I convinced myself that her braids were all the same size. Y'all, I convinced myself that her braids look good. And like I said, I don't have any pictures of this. So y'all can't even tell me if I did a good job or if I played. Y'all can't even tell me, y'all. But I'm letting y'all know I played in her head. So I get to row 3. And then she starts Y'all, homegirl pulls out her phone and she hit me with one of these. She's like, hold on, let me actually turn on the camera. She's like, please don't put it down. Please don't try to do that. So she starts to look in the back of her head to make sure I knew what I was doing or whatever. And then she starts pulling the hair. She starts pulling the hair down or whatever. So she's just like, I said I wanted my braids to be jumbo. These are not jumbo. Like, I wanted my braids to be jumbo. I said, jumbo? You only bought 3 packs of hair. And she was like, well, you could have told me to bring more hair than that if you knew that. I told you I was bringing 3 packs. You could have told me to bring more hair than that. So I'm like, damn, she already being kind of contentious and I'm in the wrong. So she's like, yeah, can you do it bigger? After I already did 3 rows, y'all. The only thing that was big was her parts. I had like 6 braids in her hair with 3 rows. I had like 2 braids a thing. And y'all, the braids was the size of my finger. Like I said, I was playing in her hair. So I go ahead and take out the little 6 braids or whatever, and I double up on the hair. So I'm doubling up on the hair and I'm going down. The method that I was doing was braiding halfway, and then I was gonna braid down to the end because I didn't want her to see too much. I just gripped it, braided, and then I moved to the next one. And I was gonna finish the end of the braids at the end, y'all, because I didn't really want her to see what was going on. But y'all, why I started over, I'm back on row 3. Why homegirl pulls up the post that I did on GroupMe, she's pulling up the braids and she's hitting it with one of these, y'all. Hold on, let me pull up a picture of somebody with braids. Hold on, y'all. This is exactly what she's doing. As I'm doing her hair, she's in the chair, y'all, and this is what she's doing. She's hitting the hair, hitting the phone like this. Hold on, let me do it, y'all. Done. And then she looks back at me, squints her eyes, and she's like,
this not your work. This ain't your work. This ain't your work.
and y'all, I was literally so scared. I was like, that's my work. That's my work. And I continue to braid because indeed it was my work, but it wasn't 3 different people. So I'm going down, y'all. I'm braiding and I'm braiding. The girl is zooming in to infinity and beyond, y'all. There's no more zoom that you can do. The zoom keep popping back out and she's zooming it back in like she can't believe her eyes. She done zoomed all the way into my hair follicles. Like, you can see the white tip of the hair coming out my scalp, how much she done zoomed in. So I'm continuing to braid, y'all, because at this point there's no stopping. Like, I can't do anything about it, y'all. So she stops me and was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And y'all already know what it means. When a person asks to go to the bathroom in the middle of getting their hair done, that means they don't trust you. They don't have faith in you. So she goes to the bathroom, y'all. She comes back out the bathroom and she's like, why they look like this? And I'm acting oblivious. I'm like what? They cute as fuck. Like what? Like, ooh. But I'm like what? Like, what's wrong with them? Can you take these out? She asked if I can take them out, y'all. And baby, I started working like clockwork. Take all of them out. And then she's just like, I'm finna go because I don't believe that this is your work. You definitely sold these pictures offline. This don't even look like your work. And I'm like, that is my work. And I'm going back and forth with her a little bit, but I'm not being too combative because, like I said, y'all, I knew I was in the wrong. Like, it was my work, but she was a test dummy and she didn't even know that she was a test dummy. So after that or whatever, she gets up and y'all, as she's grabbing her bags, like, I just knew, because all her hair packets, they were on the floor. I just knew homegirl was gonna hit me, y'all. I just knew she was gonna pick up her bag and just pop me with one of those, y'all. So I'm just like, y'all, my room, my little dorm, it was only but so big, but I was standing like wall to wall as she was picking up her stuff or whatever. After she picks up her stuff, she starts to head out, y'all. She don't say anything. She was just like, I don't believe it's your pictures. I'm finna go. Picked up her stuff and she was heading out. At this time I live, well, I think it was on the second floor. I was on the second floor. I felt terrible, y'all. Of course, I didn't take any money from her or anything. I just wasted her time. I went back. I had like I had a hair basket, a hair bag around this time. So I gave her, I replaced basically her, don't get on me, y'all, because I can never say connect along, cank along. Y'all always say I pronounce that word wrong. But basically, I just replaced one of her packs and I ran downstairs. I gave her my pack or whatever. She said thank you, and that was literally that, y'all. But yeah, this is the story time on how I pretended to be a hairstylist, and also that was my last client, first and last braiding experience. I didn't try to braid nobody else's hair after that because my nerves was just too bad. Like, even after she left, I was just like, I can laugh about it now, but y'all, when I say my nerves is bad, I was like shaking uncontrollably because I just knew that we was gonna strap in my dorm about me pretending to be a hairstylist. Cause I ain't gonna hold you, I would have beat me too. Like, I would have won to fight about. I think I opened up probably like 2 packs of hair, but I still would have been mad. Cause imagine if I would have went through her whole head and she would have let me finish. So it was honestly the best case scenario. But yeah, that's pretty much the story time on how I pretended to be a hairstylist. And then it's kind of crazy because I know, well, if you were day one, you would know that later I actually did become a hairstylist. I still have my faux lock page, so I did do faux locks, and that was, I think I started doing that my junior year. This was my freshman year when I didn't really have a passion to do braids, or I didn't really know how to do sewing. So I could do my hair, but I can't do other people's hair. So yeah, that's pretty much the story time. Also, I do want to let y'all know that your girl is going to Bali this summer, and I have 2 more spots left. We're gonna be doing all the Bali things. We're staying in a 10-bedroom luxurious villa. Y'all already know how I am when I go on vacation, so the villa is gonna be real tea. We're doing anything you can think of. When you think of Bali, what comes to mind? The Bali swing, the temples, the monkey sanctuary, everything that you can think of. We're gonna be doing it. If you're interested in filling those 2 spots, I'm gonna have my Instagram down below. DM me. Like I said, we have, I think the deadline to join the trip is gonna be, I want to say I'm gonna do May the 31st. May the 31st is the last day, and the trip is gonna be hosted in Bali from July 3rd to the 10th. So we're gonna have a week in Bali. And yeah, girl, just DM me and I will send y'all all the other information, and we out.